Hello and welcome to Smart Photo Review channel. We are very excited today because we can present you one of the main stars of today's compact camera market. It's Sony RX100 VII camera. It's the 7th edition of this extremely well-made and popular compact camera. So we will do this review in parts. First part will be about the exterior, the materials and the controls. So if you stay with us in next several minutes, you can see the details about that. Welcome and stay tuned. Now let's talk a little bit about the quality of the materials. When you consider the pretty much high price of this little camera, then you should expect high quality materials, and it's a fact. All materials are of very high quality. Most of the camera is made out of metal, so it's very sturdy and looks very nice when you hold it in your hands. The one thing that is missing is a grip here, so camera can easily slide through your fingers, so be careful not to make it fall. You can use this little strap, little belt, to attach it to your wrist, and then it's secure. Or you can purchase some additional accessories that have some kind of grip that attaches here, and then you should have a more comfortable grip with this camera. Let's start with the front side of the camera. As you can see, the main part here is the lens. It's Zeiss lens. The aperture of the lens is from 2.8 up until 4.5. The equivalent focal length of the lens is 24 millimeters up to 200 millimeters. The lens extends like this when you turn the camera on. This is a great focal length range for this kind of camera, and in my opinion it's more important for everyday use than having a bit wider aperture like some of the counterparts. From the front also you have this little focus assist lamp for precise focusing in low light conditions. Of course there is a Sony label, Sony mark here, and Zeiss mark there. Okay, that's about the front of the camera. Let's go to the top. On the top we have some main controls. First of all, here is an on-off switch or button that extends the lens, as I said. Here is electronically controlled zoom, like this. Here is the main dial for camera modes, for photo and video modes. You have almost all modes you will ever need, even the manual mode, which is excellent because this camera is really serious piece of equipment and you want to use it in every possible mode it can offer. Then you have this little switch that pops out the integrated flash, which is, as you can see, very small, but one little feature is that you can hold it like this and bounce it off the ceiling, of course if it can at all reach the ceiling. I use it very rarely, so I think you won't use it at all. Also, here is the pop-out, pop-up, which way you want, viewfinder that you release like this. If you want to use it instead of this LCD screen. you can put it back just by pressing it down like this. Okay, that's about the top part of the camera. Let's go to this side. On this side you only have this finder release lever or switch, and that's all. You have this little attachment point for the strap. Okay, let's go to the other side. And on this side we have a little star of the day. It's an excellent addition to the 7th edition of this Sony RX compact camera, and it's underneath this little plastic door. Yes, at last it's an input for external microphone, so you can put external microphone and record your 4K videos properly. This camera records 4K videos in many of frame per second options. So this was an addition that we have waited 6th generation, and at last in 7th generation we have it. Underneath it is a mini, it's not mini, it's micro USB port for communication of your camera with a laptop or computer, and also for charging the battery. You don't have an external charger with this camera, you can buy it separately, but you have to charge it through this little micro USB port. You get additional cables and adapter for charging it, so it's charged very quickly. I tried it already. These little plastic doors are very well made, and you hear clicks when you close them. So the camera seems very well sealed against elements. Underneath this door you have mini HDMI output for this camera, and as you can see, attaching point for the strap. Okay, we go down. On the bottom part you have this little door that you open like this, and inside it's a battery. It's NP-BX1 type battery made by Sony. It's a bit small, as you can see, but it's made like this for because of keeping the compactness of this camera system. And it lasts long enough for photography, but if you plan to shoot a lot of video and photography combined, then expect to have it drained about in 1 hour or so. Here you have a slot for memory cards. I suggest you purchase the fastest memory card you can afford, because this camera has a really fast bursts when you're shooting photography, and has 4K video, so you need very fast SD cards. Okay, only one element left on the bottom part. You have this attaching point for the quick release plates or the tripods. Standard attaching point. Okay, we go to the back of the camera. Up there you have a little rubberized part for additional grip of your thumb. You have this little movie button that directly records your videos in mode or settings that you selected in your menu system. Okay, I'll turn the camera on. Here you have a function button that you can access different functions, quick access to different functions. Here you have menu button. Menus are, as you will see in some of our next videos, are a bit confusing still, but much better than previous editions of Sony cameras. Okay, then you have here display button, which changes the information you see on the main LSD screen. On the left, you can enter into dry mode selection, single mode, high continuous mode, medium continuous mode, timers and everything. Okay, on the right switch you have flash modes. On the bottom switch, on the bottom part of this dial, you have flash composition, and this is the main dial for changing your parameters, like aperture here, because I'm here in aperture mode at the moment. Underneath you have this play button for accessing the recordings or photographs that you made, and here you have a delete button which you can use and confirm deleting of the items that you have recorded. A few words about the LCD screen. LCD screen is very well made, as you can see. It's not completely tiltable. It's not completely. You cannot move it all the way around, but you can tilt it like this. And if you want to do some vlogging of yourself or some selfies, you can switch it like this, and here we are. Hello to you all. And you can put it like this and make some selfies or vlogging videos. So it's a very nice compromise. You get almost everything you wanted in this little camera. So that's about it in our first part of this big test of this excellent little compact camera made by Sony RX100 VII. As you saw, everything about the exterior of the camera is nice. The only thing we are missing is this grip, and that's about it until our next addition to this test. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, share, and see you soon.